Okay. What's up, guys? Andy is so slow, man. Streaming and still firster than Andy? Okay, Jojo, I see you. So I freed up one of my Strive alicorns to try on Aaron. I think that's the first thing to go over here before we do a little RTA. So he's obviously lost some speed compared to the Swift version, but Strive just is so valuable that it's probably fine. And I wasn't really using the unit I had this on, so may as well give it a go. Pretty solid shell overall. But the important thing of the day is the final awakens have occurred. And RC needs some gear. Because he's now glowing blue. Will I actually click him today? I mean, maybe. I make no promises. This unit, obviously not the best unit in the world, but he's probably clickable. No, I needed a Swift in this slot. Whoops. That is very slow. What do we think, guys? Is that clickable? You're not spending the 50 stamina to get him with 2 times coming this weekend? Yeah, I considered waiting as well. I don't know how much I'm actually going to play him, if at all, but I did want to have every awaken available just in case a situation came up where I wanted to click him, I guess. It's not likely to happen, but you never know. Now, this gear is terrible, right? This is honestly, like, I don't know, it's blues and purples 3 and 3. Not very fast. The shell is not very good. I don't know if I'm going to click this guy, but he's ready, and that's the important thing. Also, I swapped my Assault build. We are now on Battle Will, Kenai, and Count. If I had better Onslaught pieces, I'd probably do Onslaught over Kenai, but, you know, this is what I'm working with, so here we are. My Onslaught pieces leave a lot to be desired, to put it kindly. Hey, Luxworry, nice to see you. And no problem. Anyway, that's all for roster changes. Everything else is still pretty much the same. Mia and Navette got slightly faster, I guess. I decided to use the leftover Giant gear. 32. Also, I need to make Plume faster, I think. Can I? I probably could. I don't know if I should, though. Because I don't really draft her that often. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really look easy to get much faster. All these pieces are so highly contested. We'll just leave her as is. Okay, so I played 2 games off stream on lunch break yesterday. I had a game against Lies where his Zhuan Li was just faster than my Sontic, so that was fun. And then I had a game against Bach where he cooked me with a Sol again. He really loves this unit. He's been making it work, and that's very impressive. I can't seem to do the same. But anyway, without any further ado, let's go. We're starting off with Relic. Okay. Going first. So I've been playing a lot of Raymary first pick to get practice with the Gator, but honestly, in this meta, I don't think that's correct in most games. Let's try Fia today. I do want to start refining the try-hard strategy I'm going to be using for the end of season at this point. It's no surprise we see Ray and Loan come out in response. All I gotta do is win. I mean, that's the plan. Maybe not as much tonight because I'm still testing things, but I'm so lost. Help me out. What are you lost about, Jojo? Like, what's confusing you? This meta? Yeah, this meta can be a bit rough, that's for sure. When I'm done streaming, I hope you teach low gains deadlock. Oh, is he playing now? That's pretty cool. All right, let's see how a soul with this new build feels. What is this song? It's Awaken the Giant, I Fooled You. Really a hold-in. That's very interesting. Hmm. Sonya plus 4 DPS surely wins this. I don't know. We'll see, Areki. We will see. Areki is mod cringe. I didn't get the Sonya cooldown, unfortunately, but I did get the Holden, which was nice. Um, who am I killing first is kind of the issue here. I think Uracell's about to get executed. No, the Kikardi moves before the Rahu and the Ray. Oh, I didn't think that would kill. Well, now she's getting executed. Unlucky. I didn't actually think that would kill the Rahu. Which procced the Gator, which cut the Ray in front of me. Oh, that is so awkward. Yeah, I think I lose because of that, unfortunately. There's not much to say about that. Hmm. Can this Kikardi with attack down murder this Ray before she goes off? There's no way, unfortunately. At least I am gonna make it pop before the Valot runs out, though. Can this Sonya stop cutting me, though? The cock is ramping. Now, do I cut ahead with this little push? I do. Very nice. So it looks like I'm going to win from the Kikardi stacking, thankfully. Assault really put in the work this game. What do you guys think? The new Assault build looking good? The She's the reason Rahu died? Very true. Huh. Okay, Kikardi with high Santic stacks. Not bad. Last time you grinded RTA, you won all the games that you picked Kikardi. Also, what's up, Elijah? Sorry I missed the YouTube comment. Nice to see you again, bro. What's my Assault build? Sure, I can show it again. We're going to be gambling with Battle Will procs, because why not? Etheria doesn't have enough RNG in it already. I want more. Bro brought Nether Quarry RNG to RTA? True. That I did. A Fiamelia ban. That's pretty interesting. Alright, let's see how low on Valyrian 1-2 feels with these bans. Surely it's useful, right? XL without Crow is cringe. Yeah, it's just a fast unit, right, Areki? It's meant to get up the ult really fast. Specifically with Freya locks. Alright, now we see the plume. And Navette. Okay, so this probably means that he's banning last, right? Whatever my last pick is, he's most likely to ban it. Um, I think this is alright. He probably just bans last, like I said. And if he's banning last, if I ban the Plume, then my Kakardi and my Valyrian aren't gonna get Nivetted or Santicked, so I think that's okay. Let's see if it works out like I'm thinking in my head. Because the thing about XL with Amber, right, is it doesn't do as much damage as whatchamacallit, as Crow, so it should super push my Sonya around without killing her is the hope. Let's see if that is actually the case, though. She is taking decent damage here. Oh, wait, I got the Gigabyte bug, didn't I? Oh, I'm not going to get my Gigabyte proc, so never mind, I'm screwed. I needed a Gigabyte proc to come in. But because the Gigabyte can technically be put on cooldown, even though it shouldn't because it has no cooldown, I am not going to cut, and I'm just going to die. Well, that's kind of annoying. So I have buff block on everybody, which means my best course of action is to go for a sleep, I guess, right here. And I get it. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually matter because it's going to get cleansed by the Santic. Yeah, it's just over, unfortunately. I always forget about that silly Gigabyte thing. Hey, you know? I mean, it has its uses, Areki. It's not like the best thing ever. Yeah, it is a bug, Soza, because you're not supposed to be able to push things that don't have cooldown, right? Hey, Brian, nice to see you. Yeah, pretty much, Jojo. All right, so starting off with a couple matches against Relic, why not? Buff Gigabyte. I don't think Gigabyte needs a buff. You know, it's still a solid shell. Do I wholesomely snipe? Jojo asks. I don't know. Is that something you can do wholesomely? You don't run Aaron? Well, you trying to say something about my boy Jojo? You don't like his face looking down upon ye? Every day? Okay, Elijah. He makes me feel inferior? Uh. I mean, he is a large dude. Did I try any shell other than Alicorn? Yes. The first thing I tried was Wellspring Bloodbath Gator, which actually felt pretty good. but in the current meta, Alicorn's probably a bit better. And I also tried the Strive Bloodbath Smite Lighthouse, which also didn't feel bad, but again, I feel like Alicorn just slightly edges it out in terms of current meta usage. Okay, so the Assault really didn't get to play the game last time, but do I want to try her again or do I go for someone else? Hoyan? You guys want a Hoyan? What about a Lilum? How does Lilum sound? Or Holden? I haven't played Holden in a while. Holden's actually pretty useful here. Because if I one turn push some of the important CDs with Kakardi, I can then full reset them with Holden. Assault, Shirley? I tried that the first game, Lucina, and she died on turn 4 or something. So that wasn't ideal. Yeah, Sonya 4 DPS again, guys. Honestly, I should have just taken Jionk as my last pick, I think. Where's our CC? Who needs CC in a wholesome game like this, Jojo? Also, I'm kind of left with Holden solo DPS when they have a Tiamat on the other team, and I'm now slightly worried. Lilith could have also been an option. I don't have a built Lilith, you know. But yes, that's also an option. I don't know, man. My opponent not using skills is pretty wholesome. We have different ideas of what we consider wholesome, then, clearly. Let's see how much damage this deals. Hey, not bad. Ooh, I got defense broken, though. That's not ideal. I like how Rob always hovers his S3 because he's a time weave abuser. You caught me, Jojo. That is exactly what I was doing. Also, Relic really likes cycling my Sontic. It's kind of nice. Is my Sontic on Time Weave? No. It is on Swift Strive Swift, you know? Yeah, the ray cutting was a bit annoying, but that's okay. Um, Do I even kill the Rahu here? Oh yeah, no, it's on cooldown. We're good. Is this a 12-12 Holden? No, not at all. Ghosty. This Holden is Strive Bloodbath. It is the old school Holden build. How fast is it? Like 260, 270? It's only taking so many turns because it's getting hit by all the AoE from Tiamat and Raymeric. Ooh, that's not a good sequence for me. Hey, Edgar, nice to see you. Ooh, Fia lives. Very important. I actually think I asked 3 here. Let's see it. Very nice. I just arrived and Sonic is doing a classic. Yeah, something like that, Sonic. Don't you guys think that this meta is kind of boring? A little, Edgar. It's definitely a narrow meta. It's not for everybody, that's for sure. I think I lose from this spot, don't I? I fear we're getting Gatorade. Yep, maybe. Huh, okay, that's kind of scary. The Tiamat being up is kind of scary. But I also need to reset the Ray. Yeah, I think I lost this, unfortunately. Holden's just not quite going to be the what I need to get over the edge. The Sonya's doing a comeback. If my Holden were a bit healthier, I'm pretty sure I could do it, but unfortunately, he is not. All right, does Holden solo this, guys? What do we think? That's a good start. That's a pretty good... Okay, I won! Yay, Holden! Woo! Oh, wait, you need to counterattack, buddy. Counterattacking is important. All right, whoever he revives is just dying. $20 stacks Santic Holden. Holy guys, I was not a believer. I should have been, but I was not. But yeah, I can show off the Holden build. I haven't really clicked them in a while. Honestly, his gear's been slowly been stolen from him, right? Like he doesn't have the best pieces anymore by any means, but he did that. He did his work. Yeah, his gear used to be significantly higher quality, but because I don't really pick him anymore, you know. I couldn't remember. That's what it was before, Jojo, but I yoinked all of his pieces. I could probably make them better now. Let's see. He deserves it after that, right? Oh, that's pretty good. Um, okay, no, I need a... Hmm. None of these pieces are looking too good. Maybe this one? Nope, I needed something other than effect res. That's obviously not getting used. Yeah, when's the last time you heard this song, Jojo? Alright, it's definitely not this or that. Wait, are these the exact same? Okay, no, I just left-clicked one. Man, I just can't seem to hit. Alright. Holden's very good against Rahu plus low on drafts. Yeah, I mean, that's true, right? There's definitely some truth to that. What about 4 sub bases? How about I cherry pick a little bit? This is kind of good, but it's slow. I don't want to be super slow, right, guys? I'd like a little bit of speed, but it doesn't look like I'm spoiled for choice speed-wise here. What about in this slot? Oh, that's nice. So we're definitely taking that, and then we're replacing this with... Which one do we think, guys? Left or right? Huh. I kind of like this one. Yeah, you guys think it's left for the effect accuracy? Okay. And obviously you can't have crit damage down here, so what do you have for me? Oh wait, I should also do defense bonus, obviously. Unfortunately, this is a 2 matrix. Yeah, okay, I'm not replacing this one. This one's already good. And I don't think I have better right sides, unfortunately. I don't have any of those. Oops. I don't think I'm stealing that. Yeah, we'll just leave it as is. I guess this is fine. Ooh. Okay. How much damage did the Holden deal? Wow, 430k on the Holden, by the way. Time to farm some Aurora again this 2 times? Yeah, I mean, I've been farming all 3 bosses since the buffs were announced for Terror, right? And I will likely do the same again this 2 times. Yeah, look at this fraud Raymary, only 280k, you know? Well, the goat the goat Holden is doing 430. It's just too strong. Kikardi, he outdamaged the Kikardi in my earlier match. Maybe Holden is worth putting a little better gear on. Oh, what up, Malone? Wasn't Malone 4K earlier? What happened? Bro's having some fun with it, I guess. Malone was 4.2K yesterday. Don't worry about it. Ah. Damage stats don't count shields. That's a fair point, you know? Okay, so we see Turndot with 2 bruisers. All of Ray's damage was taken by the Valyrian shields. Yeah, that is true, you know. But I still like the giving credit to Holden bit, you know? Aaron Locke, I know what you are. Yep, that's me, Jojo. All right, what is the final pick here from Malone? He takes Hoyan himself. Okay, so that pretty much is committing to banning the Valyrian, right? There's no other way you would pick Hoyan unless you're banning Valyrian. Yeah, it looks like another Kikardi angle for sure, you know, with his DPS choices. I actually think Lowan's the correct ban here. So let's go ahead and slam it. But yeah, you had someone pick Hoyan Lock into Val Lock, then his Ray Bramble by Senyu after his Hoyan ult and I FF'd. That is unfortunate, Jojo. Um, Hoyan one taps XL here? Yes, Jojo. Yes, she does. There is not much I can do about it. But as long as Kikardi survives and Sonya goes before Ray Mary with her Turnsteel Gator proc, then I'm okay. Oh no, Kikardi died. And Sonya didn't go before Ray. It wasn't even close. Alright, that's the end of the game. Bit of a rough one. Honestly, I probably just needed to ban the Santic. And I think I might have been okay. Bit of cleave sided? Yeah, it feels that way, Sonic, for sure. I mean, the meta is just cleave-sided right now. Hmm. I could also have just banned the Raymary, I suppose. Low on does make it really hard to play with some of the supports I had, though. A bit tough, even if Santic Band, I think he can low and Hoy and gang up on XL. Yeah, but Jojo, with Santic Band, I get to use my Aaron skills, right? So I can actually push the Hoyan back into infinity. And yeah, Fio, I can show my Hoyan build, no problem. A turn.banner, alright. I don't think... Do I have Hoyan favorited? I do, right? Yes, I do. Yeah, my Hoyan's nothing special, but she gets the job done. You forgot Aaron is Exodia? Yeah, make sure to not forget that in the future, Jojo. Yeah, it should have been a Santic Band Malone, but I wanted to see if I could tank it. Low one's on lock here, which is very interesting, with the Valyrian outside of lock. What is the optimal build for Hoyan? I think this is the optimal build for Hoyan Few. You could also argue Onslaught's good now with the Onslaught changes, but I actually don't like Onslaught that much. Because you do the most damage when you're at 1 HP. So if you get set to 1 HP and use your S2, and then every game is a Kakardi game, yeah, it's looking that way. It is looking that way. Where is my cock? Or wait, I put him on the up arrow, didn't I? Yes, I did. Is Fury better than Forced Harvest? Yes, Areki, because she gets a lot of damage ignore or defense ignore when she's low HP, right? Which is why you like her at low HP. Hey, Aurora, not bad. So far, we've gone evenly to start off the stream, which, you know, could be worse. Against Gionk sus? No, you know, it's not that bad in a Gionk. Um, I think I'm gonna sync up my pumps this time. So we're gonna just S1 on the first turn. Is Kakardi good without Prowess 5? Absolutely, Fio. I think Kakardi is a fantastic unit, even without P5. It is very unfortunate I keep missing the taunt on my Fia, though. I would really like to S3 with her. Would not be a problem with Alicorn, very true. And mine's on Fortissimo. Yeah, Fortissimo is definitely good against the low on Link, for sure. Alright, so he's probably going into Sonya now, because if he lets Sonya revive the Fiamelia, he's in a lot of trouble. Yep, there it is. Very unfortunate I didn't get to go there, because if I could have S3'd the Fia, then I'd probably win the game, but with no S3, then I'm in a lot of trouble. Kikardi needs to cook pretty hard here, for sure. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get to my double pump shot. Yeah, I'm definitely cooked, unfortunately. I have Cox double pump here, but I don't think I'm going to get to actually use it. Nope. I was one turn too slow. Oh, I got another one of the guys with the weird clan tags from Europe. Vort. Name a worse tag? I don't think I can, Jojo. This one's pretty bad, unfortunately. Okay, so for the final pick in this draft, I am honestly considering Kikardi again, no surprise there. But also under consideration is Rahu, if it doesn't get taken away. Because I can steal the buffs from Zhuanli with Aaron, and if I can just give them to Rahu, then this guy's probably in trouble. Unless he takes the Rahu himself, in which case it's just Kikardi again. Is it just Kakardi again? Hmm. Do I try the Holden again? Do I try the Holden and just ban the Zhuan Li? You see in the vet world, I mean, if I don't have enough debuff Sontic, and I use Navet against Sontic, right? Sorry, to be a bit more clear. The Sontic is just going to S3. The Navet cooldowns are all going to go away. The Rahu's just going to follow up on the S2 that follows, and then Navet will die. Not a very good sequence. If I had something other than Sonya on 4, it's probable that it would be good. But let's see how Holden does while linked to Aaron. Okay, so he is S3ing. He's not gonna greed for the for the fast S2 cooldown. Fair enough. It is fully lattice, so he could have gone for it if he wanted to. All right, so I saved my Fia S3 here because I'm expecting this to give me 8 stacks. It didn't. That's not good. The Raymary. No. That's not good. I really thought my Fia would get to 8 stacks from the Rahu with, defense buff and crit buffs, but it didn't. All right. Well, that's not a bad sequence for me. All right, I definitely don't need to keep holding this. This Rahu is doing negative damage now. Also, this is going to function relatively similarly to having a Lily Holden, right? With the Artisan. Well, I don't have the Lily S3 to reset the Holden Artisan. The Aaron pulling him around does have a similar effect, which is quite nice. Your Lily S3 is maxed? Yeah, so is mine. But wasn't really the point I was going for. So this is Bloodbath Sontic. Okay, that's good to know. You tested Brawl with Kethos Codex? That thing is OP? I actually think Codex is a bit of a waste on Kethos, considering how much he cycles by himself already. Imagine 4 times S3 double S2. Yeah, with Lily Link, Codex is obviously very valuable spatial. You're right. But I don't think it's that good overall. All right, please miss my Aaron cooldowns. You got this, Aaron, with your no resist. Unlucky. Ooh, this is an awful sequence for me. I am going to lose the Aaron. Well, that sucks. Goodbye, Aaron. Is this still winnable without him? Yeah, that couldn't have gone any worse. You're right, Jojo. Now that's actually really good for me because the Raymary's still on cooldown, so if I can pick up 2 kills here on the Rahu and the Santic, then we're going to be A-okay. Which we did. Yeah, never mind, we're good. Well, Jojo, that sequence may not have gone any worse for me. Or it could not have gone any worse for me, but we're still gonna win. I prefer Bulwark or Reki. I think Bulwark is pretty important for the Kakardi, and it's just nice to have more DPS Bulwark options to draft, right? All right, we're good. So we are picking up some Holden wins here. The unit's definitely not completely dead. And I mean, he outdamaged Fiamelia, who, you know, despite being a healer, is also one of the best DPS in the game. Is Holden him? He may not quite be him status Brian, but he's definitely good. He might be him tonight. We'll see. What's up, Jojo, with the snipe? Nice to see you. Watch this. Okay, what are we watching for? What? Who bans Aaron? Come on, Jojo. Low on first pick as well. Very interesting. No terrorists allowed. Is that how you view Aaron, a terrorist? All right, no surprise we see the Rahu come out. What are you pairing with the Rahu? Plume, sure. What is my last pick answer to this? Screw it. It's assault time. Now I'm not actually sure which one I have to ban more, Rahu or Loan. I think it's Rahu. All right, surely Assault wins these, right, Jojo? She actually does. You can see it? Well, let's find out together. I'm kind of hoping it's Assault first. It is not Assault first. It's Plume first. It is, in fact, Assault last. Uh, you're maybe not cooking if you want to make your Born Jackal. Yeah, I don't think Jackal Born is that great, but I could be wrong. No stun, unlucky. Oh, that's on Strive. Okay, good to know. So, I mean, I'm brambling a lot. Is it going to matter? Probably not. Hey, Keenan, nice to see you. Just don't stun me and we're friends. I see. All right, goes for the kill. Fair enough. Oh, the Battle Will proc. Let's go. Wait, did the Battle Will proc not count as an unending stack? That's kind of lame. I thought it would. All right, goes for the Doki next because that's the main way I have of cleansing myself. Fair enough. It applied the debuff, you know. She didn't apply a second version of her buff, though, the unending. That's what I was worried about. Well, that damage wasn't too bad. She had attack down and weakness on, by the way. Aren't you a little cooked here, Jojo? The Assault Gaming, guys. Ooh, unlucky I didn't get the, taunt off of my rank. Yeah, it's Battle Will spatial. It is Battle Will. You're about to get Bramble? You're about to get S3, Jojo. I'm at 95 stacks. Does it crit? It did not crit, so your low on survived. That's very important. But I do think it's still too little too late. Oh, there's the bramble. Wait, let me S3 with assault. No, you quit, you jerk. I wanted to get the high stack assault S3. I love this game. Oh, Adept with the Star Savior raid. How's it going, bro? How was Star Savior today? You broke the normie barrier? Okay, okay. You're endgame now? That's awesome, man. Glad to hear it. 160 Emily with 50k HP. I don't know the context, but that sounds pretty good, Simi. You're not breaking any normie barrier unless you drop bans? It does seem that way, huh? Just the idle gacha requirement? It does feel that way, Brian. Okay. I think I'm in kind of a tough spot here, huh? All right, surely he's not fast enough to link with his low on, right? He is? Oh, man. No, he's only 84. That's not guaranteed. Yeah, no, see, it doesn't cut. The problem is the Ray has Bulwark. So that's not ideal. But I do have these giant shields. So that should help. Um. Now, can I prevent the low on from playing the game? Not really. But I think I will lap the low on, right? Or does Freya push far enough? If I S3? What's the low on's current? 37? No, I think I have to push her back this turn. So I'm not really sure what Rillick's thinking so hard about. This is definitely still an S3. No, he goes for the S2. Okay, I guess he really wants to make sure the Loan can get off a link somewhere. Doesn't really matter where I hit, so let's just do that. All right, we got the defense down on her, which is quite important. Meaning she won't hit very hard, whoever she goes on. Ooh, that stun's not very good for me. But I do have my Sontic skills, so we're going to be okay. All I need to do is hit the Loan, and I do. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't S3 there. The S2 was super greedy. All right, we'll take it. So many people are greeting their Valyrian abilities for some reason recently. You just got to throw those things in the normal order. Yep, greedy, greedy indeed, Malone. All right. I still think Xuan Li's the best first pick with these bands. What do you guys think? I was considering Loan first pick. It might seem a little strange, but I think Loan first pick actually has a lot of value when turn dots open. Because you can really shut down the main enemy threat. I don't know how you guys feel about it though. You like Loan as the first pick with these bands, Bach? Yeah? So the thing about Freya locking like this is he's pretty much committing himself to being a plume ban every single time, right? That's one of the things I don't really like about this strategy. Rahu last pick, okay. But if he does this, he's facing the same issue, where if Sontic's his only bridge and I ban the Sontic, he is not going to get to move first like he's trying to. So instead he decides on Kakardi. There's no way his Kakardi's fast enough. Who would I have last picked here if I did not have Hoya? Probably Gionk or something like that, Rinneberg. Um, I think it's just Sontic ban, right? I've got a lot of damage here. He left me the Plume this time, so I'm going to have Plume debuffs on him, which is going to be quite nice. Now, am I going to be fast enough to cut ahead with the Hoyan or the Ray? Probably not. Oh, I cut with the Hoyan. That's nice. Oh, is the low one on Strive? How did it cut back? That's not ideal for me. Yeah, okay. I think I cooked myself on this one with the Hoyan last pick, I guess. I didn't think the low one would cut back ahead there. Maybe it is on Strive, though. I can't even stun it because of the Dreamweave stacks. So this is looking a bit cooked, unfortunately. Yeah, the Plume really not putting in enough work here. The Hoyan on 5 was definitely too greedy. Yeah, I think you're right. I think a CC unit would have gone a lot harder on 5 than Hoyan. Is there a chance I get to move with my Ray again? Not really, huh? Nev was force ban? Yeah, maybe. Maybe Nevette was the move. Yeah, goodbye, Ray. That's the game. So here's the Aaron build. A squibble. And pretty much you just pick him when the enemy has either really good buffs to steal, or you have one really like powerful but low HP threat, or something that can super cycle. Honestly, there's a lot of situations where Aaron is useful. Um, all right, give me a sec while I figure out what I'm doing from second here. All right, I definitely want the low on. We're actually going to take the Aaron here. And the reason being is, like I just mentioned, Aaron is really strong with things that cycle quickly, right? Because it helps him cycle faster, which in turn makes the fast cycling ally cycle even faster. So there's a lot of synergy for Aaron with units like Loan or Kakardi. Interesting, he goes for the Freya. Hmm. All right, we see the Navette locked in. That makes sense. And then Rahu last pick. Sure. Have I ever tried to link both Aaron and Lily to each other? I have not, you know. I know they would cycle super fast, but that's pretty much all they would do, right? So I wasn't really in a hurry to do that. All right, I'm not sure how this is going to go, but let's find out together. Pretty much I'm banking on Aaron cutting my low on here, and then I get to steal the Juan Li buffs or the Rahu buffs and stick the Petrify on them. Probably choose Rahu here, to be honest. Or maybe even the Navette herself. Well, he's definitely making sure my Aaron goes first, which I appreciate. Lily to Aaron and Aaron to someone else. Yeah, I think that would be better, you know, rather than linking them together. I think linking them together is respect, to be honest. Ray, no, the Rahu followed up again, man. Well, that's the game, unfortunately. If the Ray had survived to proc Gator there, then I would have won. But, you know, was not to be. I don't think I can win from this spot, but I'm down to try. This Rahu's pretty awake, unfortunately, though, so I don't think I'm going to be coming out on top here. Yeah, the Rahu's awake. The game is over. Unfortunate. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Yeah, when the Aaron went down, I thought I had won, but that's too bad. All right, we'll keep trying the Fiamelia first pick tonight to see if I like it. I do kind of want to try low on first pick next session, though. Yeah, GG's Relic. Maybe just pre-ban the Sontic? I could, you know? Since I'm not picking much and the enemies always pick them, that's definitely true, you know? That is a thing that's happening. Uh, hmm. Well, I haven't had a Yelly game tonight, so, you know, in for a penny. You personally been perma pre-banning him if you're not first pick. That's fair, you know. Honestly, as second pick, I was considering leaving Kethos up and just banning Santic. That way I get more of the power picks, and if I ban their Kethos, I'm banning both their CD up and the most OP unit, rather than leaving Santic up, letting them pick some OPs, and then having to choose between banning something OP or their CD up. Okay. So obviously the Hoyan's a bit of a problem for my Yelly. I think I can just kill the Valyrian with Yelly, right? Maybe? Let's try it. Oh, wait, there's Tiamat damage share, so probably not. Well, Santic is one of the OPs, but yeah, you know what I mean, you know? The recent LDs are kinetic. That kind of take everyone's pick ban pile. You're about to start pre-banning Sonya, Jojo? I thought you didn't like Aaron. Wow, that was fraudulent from my Santic. Hold up. He only got low on. Nah, that's not okay. That's not okay at all. uh Yeah, I hate this Santic unit, man. He never works for me. He hates me. Uh Wow, this doesn't feel very good. If I had hit 3 out of 4, I should have been able to win. If I had hit 2 out of 4, it's probably playable, but I only hit 1 and now I'm dead. Man, that's not a very nice looking streak. Was it Gigabyte no Bulwark? Oh, right. Maybe it was Bulwark. I wasn't paying attention to the Valyrian. I was more worried about pushing the low on the Tiamat or the Sonya. But it probably is Bulwark, isn't it? I don't know why I just assumed it wasn't. It was not. Oh, because it wasn't. All right, I'm not blind. Yeah, I just missed. Okay. Yeah, Santic was just fraudulent. Very fraudulent right there. All right, guys, we're about to be Mythic 2 gamers again. And we're not even doing that many weird things. We're just losing. So that's not a good look. Yeah, I don't know, Jojo. I use the unit and he seems to miss half of the skill ups. And then I see an enemy use him and he never misses. It is what it is. Okay, so as first pick, I could do the suggested Santic ban, I suppose. Do I want to give it a try? I'm kind of down to give it a try. Yeah, I know she's not the best thing in turn one, but I wanted to see if I could pull that off. If Santic had hit more of his skill ups, I think it's winnable there. Okay, so we see the Freya locked in and the Plume because obviously if I take the Plume, he is forced to ban it, and he does not want to do that. Um, but imagine I had CC instead of her for more backup. Yeah, I mean, I understand the premise, right? I do get it. Also, there's no way this Ray is fast enough to connect to the Plume Fia, so we're just gonna go ahead and ban the Senyu here, I think. Sounds good to me. Hey, Martin, welcome to the stream. I see you changed your name to match the EWS name, which was cool. Just came to say hi. Yeah. How's it going? All right. You want to try some new stuff? Yeah, that's completely fair, Martin. Now's the time to try new stuff, right? Before the final week. That Ray was made of paper? Yes, it was. Well, it had defense down on it, right? From the I put the plume debuffs on the enemy Ray Mary. So my Zhuan Li was hitting it pretty hard. Somehow everything ends up a Valyrian comp. That is very true, Martin. I think I had one Assault game today, right? And it was against JoJo. Or no, I had two. I had one where she was useless, and I had this one where it actually went fairly well. And even this was more of a Raymary showcase. uh, yeah, I did have another one earlier where she didn't do anything. Whenever I draft her, she's just never the main carry. I don't know. Okay, I guess I can keep up the Santic ban. Okay, we see a Sonya lock. Is this another chance for me to try out a Sol, guys? Rahu. Yep, that's probably playable for me. So let's try slamming the new units. Okay, we've got a Plume because I have no good way to get rid of her debuffs. Besides Aaron, of course. I think I can leave her up though because I'll transfer the debuffs from low on to Rahu after I steal, and I can steal his defense buff, so that's kind of nice. I do think Asol's lower HP though. Yeah, Assault is lower HP. Okay, that's unfortunate. I would have liked the Aaron to have been lower HP, but not a big deal. That's very nice for me. Not bad damage. Oh no, that's so bad. Me not getting the bulwark off, so she gets to S3. No, the Rahu debuffs are gone. Oh. And then it resisted my next ton. Hold on. Is this a Res Fia? Alright, I got the defense break on the Rahu, which is quite important. Oh boy. I hate that interaction with the Sol and Valyrian. That is not good. Bro, low on. Hit your damn taunt. What is this? Martin, thank you for the follow. Oh, I didn't crit. Man, if I had crit the Fiamelia, she would have died, and then I could have S3'd the Rahu right here. 90% crit, rearing its ugly head. Um, of course I get resisted. Why not? Alright, finally that's dead. But is it too little too late? It's kind of feeling that way. You don't like Valyrian? Yeah, maybe that's kind of the issue, Bach. Alright, the Fia's back. I can't hit a slumber to save my life, and instead my Valyrian gets countered and dies. Nice. Alright, we got the Rahu off the table now. I should kill the Fia here, so we should be good this game still. I guess I go on the Plume now to cycle faster. Not bad damage. Unfortunately, I didn't get the speed down there. Now, he could choose to revive something here, or he could choose to pop another unending. He goes for the revive, but we're at effect level 3, so whatever comes back is just going to die. And I believe it will die to my, Oh, I didn't kill. Well, that's not good at all. Oh, God. Alright, I overestimated my assault damage. Alright, get out of here. Absolute assault cinema. This feels painful, Jojo. It's painful. But she did get a win where she actually contributed a fair margin of the damage, right? She outdamaged the low one. Oh, that was a scary one, though. I was not certain I was going to win that. But she pulls it out. Nerf Assault's OP. Very true, Martin. Very true. Unit is too broken. You think she's still messed in Doki comps to ramp her quick? Yeah, that's fair, Bach. But I don't have enough speed gear for Doki, so... kind of hard for me to do that. Regularly. Alright, I guess we can keep up the Santic bands. It is almost more fun leaving up all the OPs and seeing what people come up with. Codex Fiamelia is very interesting. You can from second if they lock Valor Sonya. Yeah, absolutely, Bach. Or well, sort of. You say that, but then I get outspeed by things like thieves or breads Mias on my Doki. And if they push everything too far away, the Doki doesn't connect. It's very awkward. Nothing more obvious for a cleaver than Codex Fia. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, my Doki is that slow Bach, unfortunately. I would love to have a second fast speed set, and it would absolutely be on Doki if I possessed one. But I only own the single set, unfortunately. That's all I've got. Um, Ray Mary ban or Yelly ban, guys? I'm actually kind of afraid of the Yelly here. But I think Ray is probably the better ban, so we'll go ahead and do that. And yeah, in fast games, it matters a lot. JoJo's right. All right, so the thing I'm most afraid of here is Yelly actually just murdering me. Okay, so I was gonna say I'm gonna S1 the Yelly with the Sonya to kill it with the Juan Lee follow up, but that wasn't necessary because he FF'd. Also, guys, I'm probably only doing one or two more, and then I'm done for the night. As this is a weekday, and those are always the shorter streams, right? We'll have to see how fast the next game is before I decide. Buck, are you streaming tonight by any chance? Not tonight? Okay, okay. Will tomorrow? Sounds good. Jojo deciding to come out with the snipe since I said I'm only playing one or two more. He's addicted to Star Savior. Fair enough. The game's in its honeymoon phase, right? So that makes sense. Jojo with the Sonya ban. Is Star Savior just like CZN? No, it has PvP, unlike CZN. CZN was solely single player. Yeah, it doesn't play similarly or anything. It's like a mismatch of many different games all in one. Okay. So this guy wants to Valyrian me. Well, you want to play slow, buddy? Do I have news for you? I can do it too. uh Oh, you mean the I hate you. Come on, Jojo, it's not that big a deal. Uh Senyu. Okay, so originally I was thinking about going for a Kakardi last pick, but this lineup looks a little too dangerous for that. It's also too dangerous for Assault, so we're going old but gold and boring. Aaron the goat. True, Brian. All we gotta do is keep using him until he evolves into Aegron. And then we mega him, and then we're having happy times. Tiamat is the lowest HP person on my team and got the Lion's Guard. How often do you see that, guys? Rahu follow-up via dies? Yeah, probably, Jojo. They're just sharing damage with each other. True, Brian. That they are. I don't know, you know. I have no idea what happens with the damage share. Okay, so I think pulling around Tia is my best bet long term, but the only person I have on my team who's squishy is Fia. So I think Fia is the better link. That way Fia doesn't die. Does the damage share get damage shared? I would assume so. I don't know exactly how it works, guys. Also, I don't know if this Rahu's getting a turn, guys. They need different colored damage numbers to show splits. That would be awesome, Brian. They also need to improve the ability to pause and actually look at the screen in replays, right? So we can try to figure out these things. The fact that neither of those things are present really bothers me. I don't think that's the follow-up you were looking for, Jojo. Yeah, alright, this unit can die. uh... You're not a fan of the Aaron? I do wish there was a way to see how the damage share interacts, though. So I'm going to play this on 1 speed. And we'll see if we can actually differentiate if there's like a lot of numbers popping up or what, okay? So we're looking at the 2 units on the right here, the Tiamat and the Aaron, because right now they're linked. And obviously Tiamat passive is active. That was a lot of numbers, but that is a Revelation Senyu. And I didn't see any super small numbers, so it didn't look like the damage share was bouncing back and forth. Because we would see some really low value numbers if it was constantly bouncing back and forth, like the damage shares, to mitigate. So we would have seen it if you let my Rahu push S3, true. But I wanted to win the game, Jojo, so I did not do that. Anyway, I guess that's a good spot to end it here. Yeah, maybe it's carefully coded so it doesn't interact, you know? Maybe it just doesn't trigger off of damage share, right? Like damage share will not trigger off of other damage share. They just set it up so it doesn't trigger, which makes sense, right? It would be a little weird to see infinitely bouncing numbers between the two, and it might even lag the game if it's not coded very well. Anyway, we are done for the night. I don't know if anyone is playing Etheria. It does not really look like it. Is Sushi streaming yet? Or something? I haven't rated him in a while. It does not look like Sushi's streaming, so we're going to leave you off with Car, I guess. Haven't rated Car in a while. Does Car even still play Etheria? I have no idea. Regardless, I'll see you guys on Thursday, so look forward to that. Hopefully we can climb a little better than we did today.